All right, what is popping? Let's do the dang thing. Let's do the thing. Let's do the thing.
You're listening to the Armon Wiggins Radio Show.
Get in here, everybody, get in here.
Hot tea.
Let's do the thing.
As long as there's some hot tea, we can get into some things.
Get in here, everybody, get in here. All right, what is popping, everybody? Get in here, get in here. We got to get into some things, all right? But before we get into some things, we got to shout out our sponsor for this cute MTV cut-off tank top, okay? Shout out to FashionNova. It is spring. I'm so excited for spring. It has been raining like cats and dogs in LA. However, these last few days, it has been an amazing weather. And I pulled this shirt out over the weekend. And, you know, I got a lot of compliments on it. So I was like, I need to wear this on the show. So then I could tell you guys got to get you one. You better get you one of these. Look, it's so cute. Look at that. Look how cute this is. I don't know if it has anything on the back. Oh, look at that. It's got the back. It's got the MTV in all the different countries. You know, I love MTV. This is such a nostalgic like t-shirt. So it's such it's like great vibes on here. Make sure you guys get this. This is real. Why did I do the boobs? I'm just saying, like, this is one of those cute shirts, spring break, springtime, go to the beach, Sunday fun day tops, Saturday tops, like, you know what I mean? Then it can eventually be a round the house top, run to the store top, you know, washing clothes top. Like, it has a lot of different, go to the gym top. You know, it can be a lot of different things, but it starts as a weekend t-shirt, especially a good brunch, Sunday fun day, you know, short shorts, because I wore with my short shorts, my short shorts, my high socks. You know what I'm saying? Cut off, little jewelry. It was cute. But anyway, yeah, so click the link in the description box below. Get you one of these before they sell out, okay? All right, FashionNova.com. Thanks for that, FashionNova, for always keeping me fresh and fit, okay? So anyway, let's move on. I got floss hanging down. Craziness. But let's get into our things of the things. All right, so one of the first things, what we're going to talk about today, I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about Blac Chyna getting the Baphomet removed, and then I also want to talk about Natalie Nunn from Baddies. Baddies was being slapped by Chrisean, but yet taking it out on Scotty with the body. Let's talk about that first. Let's talk about, the Baphomet popped up first. Let's talk about the Baphomet first. So Blac Chyna is on her spiritual journey, okay? She has taken the face fillers out. She's taken the lip fillers out, the chin fillers out, the buttocks implants out. She has taken, reduced the chest size. And now she is removing the Baphomet from her thigh. Remember, I had asked you, we talked about this a few weeks ago, and I said, with all of that surgery that she has and everything that she's getting removed, she needs to remove the Baphomet. The Baphomet is a major key component in changing your life. That, and people were arguing with me like, what is a Baphomet? What that's not about, that's because I said it's a demon. A Baphomet is a demon. So, you know, it's a demonology tattoo. A Baphomet is a satanic symbol, image, goat, half man, half woman. It's very dark, okay? And she had that tattooed on her body. My opinion as to why is because I felt like, I told you guys this a long time ago, I feel like Blac Chyna is a very lost soul, or she was a lost soul, right? And she was just like an empty vessel looking for different spirits to live inside of her. And at one point, I feel like she wanted this, you know, demonic spirit to live inside of her, because this is what was going to get her the money and the fame. And two, I feel like she was rebelling against her family and her mother. And obviously some things had really happened in her life that tormented her. And so she no longer cared about herself, or no longer loved herself, in a sense to where she welcomed darkness into her life, you know, hence the reason why she was always under the influence and just a lot of negative things, even getting this tattoo. I mean, you have to be in a very dark place to want the king of darkness on your body. Now, I think that it's amazing that she has since been baptized and changing, to Angela White now. She is losing the image of Blac Chyna. Okay, and I think what's important is to take off that tattoo. That was the biggest thing. She could have kept all the fillers. That tattoo comes with a lot of energy, and that imagery there has a lot of energy in it, and so you welcome that kind of energy and those kind of spirits when you have that type of imagery on you, because when people see that, it draws out a certain energy in people. So people that are with that, they attach themselves to you. And those people that may not be interested in that, they push away from you. So she was drawing in a dark energy to her. And so by her removing the Baphomet, amen, her removing the Baphomet relinquishes the chains of darkness that are upon her. So I think that's an amazing thing. Here's the thing, though, when it comes to Blac Chyna, for me, I'm still worried. Even though she's going the Christian route, even though she's going that way, my thing is this. I think that Blac Chyna is one of those people that she goes all the way left or all the way right. Now, she went all the way right, and it worked out for her as far as like fame, money, and success. But, I think, her soul and her spirit wasn't too happy. So now she's going all the way left, being baptized in this. I'm taking everything away. I'm God, God, God. To me, I like to be a little in the middle, a little bit closer to God, but I like to have a little fun. So hopefully, because sometimes you get so far over here, you so holier than thou. If you fart and it stinks, then you're going to hell. I don't want to be in that position, because, girl, I may fart, it might stink, and I need to be able to, keep the mission alive. You feel me? When you get too close to God, sometimes the people, the pressure is on you. When you start, I'm changing my life, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be baptized, I'm not doing fillers, I'm not doing that. Then people put you on this pedestal to where you can't make mistakes. So all I'm saying is we should allow her to still make mistakes. And hopefully she is still allowing herself to be a human being and make mistakes. Because just because you give your life up and you sacrifice and you are, baptized, does not mean that mistakes don't happen. And my thing is, I'd be worried that, if she made some mistake, she feels as though, she's doomed, and then she ends up way back over here. So I just hope that she allows herself space and room and time to make mistakes, and to be human, because that is important. This had us sending me. So that is important as well. I think sometimes we try to be all holier than thou, and then we realize that we too still will fall short. And so even when you do fall short, you still need to make sure that you realize that, you're a child of God, and, you why you came from the Baphomet over here. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully she understands that, and she's just not going from one extreme to the other extreme for a rebrand, because, some people could say, the Blac Chyna thing is not working in an Ari Fletcher kind of world. And, our Blac Chyna and Amber Rose we're not looking at those girls as the Instagram anymore. So you have to up the ante. You have to do something different. We already got the Instagram. I'm just saying. We've got the Aries and the Jada Waiters and all the younger girls that are coming up. Now, granted, Blac Chyna has paved the way, but she's not that girl anymore. So, some people will say she's doing this as a cultural rebrand for herself, because that aesthetic just isn't monetizing as much in a way that it used to, because there's so much competition. So that's something to think about as well. Is this because she's seen the light, or is this because the checks were short and she needed a rebrand, and this is the best way to do it because people weren't checking for her to be the video vixen anymore? So there's a lot of different theories out there. There's a lot of different things. Another thing I heard, people were saying that perhaps she had a lot of, there was a scare, something scared her. Maybe it was a health scare, and she really needed to. She had got a wake up call, and she wanted to change her life. Whatever the case is, I'm glad it's happening because she does look better, and the Baphomet tattoo has been removed. So shout out to Blac Chyna. We're happy for her here. We're going to celebrate her here, and good luck. And I'm sure that she will have another successful 10-year run because this bought her another resurgence, because now we're all going to be worried about what is she going to do next. The new Angela White, the holier than thou. What does that look like now? And so I think that was smart. Perfect rebrand for her. All right. So shout out to Blac Chyna on that. Now let's get to the other tea. I wanted to get into the Natalie Nunn and Chrisean Rock and Scotty. Okay, this was a big topic on the social medias. It was trending. Okay, so I want to say this first. We haven't talked about baddies in a minute. I will say, it's good. I'll still watch it every Sunday, but at a certain point, it does get boring. I'm not gonna lie. Baddies is kind of like they need a better formula, because after a certain amount of time, then I'm like, okay, this show is boring now, and it's starting to fall to the boring side. Okay, but this last episode was really, really interesting because you got to see Natalie Nunn and Chrisean kind of have a little tiff. Okay. Now, if you ask me, I'm being completely transparent, and if anybody feels the way, it is what it is. It's my job. I like Natalie Nunn. I like Chrisean. I like Scotty. But a blind person can see that Natalie Nunn and Chrisean, there is a competition. Okay. Chrisean feels like she made the show. Chrisean feels like she makes the show. She feels like she's giving girls opportunities. She feels like, and deep down in her spirit, she feels like she is the new Natalie Nunn as far as like the queen of reality TV in that kind of bad girl space. Okay. Natalie Nunn, she, on her end, she's like, girl, I'm never going out of style. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm putting you on. So you can feel however you want to feel. I'm getting you guys paid. I'm making a lot of money here. You girls are helping me make money. I have one of the most successful shows on the network, and you can never replace me. And Chrisean, you're not doing me a favor by being on my show. When all actuality is, Chrisean, they're helping each other, because Chrisean is definitely benefiting Natalie Nunn being on that show. Definitely season one of the baddies. The last season where Chrisean first came on. But I think, Natalie putting Chrisean in that position is helping blow Chrisean up too, because the blogs and TMZ, they used to call Chrisean Blueface's baby mama. I mean, Blueface's girlfriend, or crazy estranged girlfriend. They never gave her a name. After she attached herself to Zeus Network and Natalie Nunn and things like that, it started to seem like Chrisean had a name now. They would actually recognize her as Chrisean Rock instead of Blueface's girlfriend. So Natalie Nunn is very good at business. She's very entertaining. And so is Chrisean. She's entertainment. I don't know what her business is like, but Natalie Nunn is a business woman. Now, can she be fickle? Yes. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. She had me go and get Milan on live, and then, you know what I'm saying, after I go get Milan, she turns the comments off, having me look crazy, and we all over there like, hey, Milan, you said Milan get me, let's get Milan on the live. But had I been one of those cast members or just somebody out of my mind, I could have been going off like, girl, you got me looking crazy. And then she would have been on there like, what? No, I mean, I told you to go get Milan and come back. You know what I mean? But meanwhile, it's like, girl, you turned the comments off. But like, Natalie knows how to manipulate a situation and make you look crazy. But she has done something weird. Like, it's no shade. And I like Natalie Nunn, but I got to call her thing a thing. So what ended up happening was they're on the bus, and Chrisean, I guess, Natalie grabbed Chrisean's drink, her chaser, and Chrisean wanted to chase her back. So they were getting into a little bit of a tiff anyway. Now, the editing with the Zeus Network, I'll be confused because it jump cuts from different scenes. So I don't know the sequence of how things actually happen and what's in there. But from that point, you could tell that Chrisean and Natalie were trying to, Chrisean was trying to get Natalie's attention. Chrisean basically says, like, you got to check Natalie up front. If you don't check Natalie in the moment, she will make you look stupid later on, because it's going to be like, girl, you're tripping, you're mad, what's going on. I believe that. I've seen it. I believe, like, you have to tell Natalie right then and there, don't play with me. You tried me. Because if you wait and let too much time pass, she knows how to make you look like you're out of your mind. And like you're delusional or something. And like she did nothing wrong. Like she knows, like she can do that. I see it. But what was even more interesting is Natalie gets on live and Chrisean like kind of slapped her. Natalie goes off, why would you hit me? Why would you hit me? Then Natalie storms off the bus. Chrisean's like, girl, I'm talking to you, you know? And pretty much Natalie didn't do anything. She got off the bus and started arguing. Scotty gets off the bus and goes to check on Natalie. Natalie runs and starts attacking Scotty. Now she says because Scotty was laughing or whatever, it does not matter. First of all, whether she was laughing or not, you don't check her. I don't think she was laughing like that. And even if she was laughing, you check her after you have checked Chrisean. You don't take your anger out on Chrisean. I mean on Scotty like that, because you know you could beat Scotty. And I'm not sure if and Natalie probably could beat Chrisean, but for whatever reason, girl, you didn't want to go ahead. You didn't want to really go head up with Chrisean like that, because at the end of the day, you know, Natalie didn't even waste time snatching Tommy up after Tommy snatched and grabbed her. But you let Chrisean slap you in your face and you just started yelling. Absolutely not. Natalie had plenty of time and opportunity to snatch Chrisean up. She could have threw something at her. She could have snatched her up. I don't feel like she wanted those problems with Chrisean. And you took your anger out on Scotty because she was an easier target. And you know Scotty's going to take the L. You know Scotty wants to still be a part of the show. And you know that Scotty slightly needs the show more than you need her to be your friend. Chrisean, on the other hand, she doesn't need Zeus Network. If Chrisean actually wanted to really grow, I think she should actually leave Zeus Network, and she doesn't need to do the baddie show again. She doesn't want to fight. She doesn't want to be what the show needs for her to be. So if she wants to polish up, she needs to get from under Zeus, under Blueface. Don't do any Natalie Nunn shows. And girl, take a step back and not be on camera for a minute. Polish your brand up, focus on your music, and girl, do your big one that way. These are my things. When it comes to Scotty and Natalie, like, I think that some of these other girls are afraid, you know, because they don't want, this is all they got. And in some cases, Natalie Nunn is a gatekeeper in the industry of reality TV, and definitely a gatekeeper over at Zeus. So some of these girls would rather just deal with Natalie's, right? And just say, you know what? I'll just deal with it because I want to remain on the show. Natalie's aware of her power. And she's aware that, you know, hey, I can have a new show with new girls. There's many people. So, you know, when you have that kind of power, you don't always have to acknowledge the things that you do wrong, because you can just mask them with, if you don't like it, move on. That's the underlying thing with Natalie. Her number one thing is her show. So whether she's right, wrong, or indifferent, we could all talk until we're blue in the face. Her show will come back. She will be back. It'll be new girls. It'll be a new season. We'll have new conversations. Scotty, on the other hand, she probably can't say too much because, yeah, girl, you might get one season where you check Natalie, but you won't be back. And so Scotty is probably feeling like, I have to be here for the long haul. So I may have to sit here and let this woman beat me up and talk to me kind of crazy because I want to go to London and go to the boxing match. I want to be on the bus. People say I'm boring anyway. Natalie is keeping me around. So if she needs to slap me around for me to be on TV, I'm going to stick around because I don't have nothing else. And I do like the fame of it all. And Natalie, knowing that she has that kind of power, she can, you know, bully in a little bit women like Scotty. Chrisean Rock, if Chrisean didn't do baddies anymore, it wouldn't affect her. We would still be talking about her in other capacities. So I do think that was, and like I said, I like Natalie, but I'm gonna call a thing a thing, and and I'm gonna be real with you. I like Zeus, but no one's gonna dangle a carrot over my face. I would love to host, I would love to but listen, if I don't, I don't, child. At the end of the day, Natalie was dead wrong for checking Scotty first without slapping the dog out of Chrisean. Period. Don't run up on me if you ain't run up on the hit you. It's that simple. It'd have been different if you spazzed on Chrisean, then you spazzed on Scotty. But it was like, you let this hoe slap you, then you coming to go and charge me up? Girl, please. Get up out my face. You trying it. If I was Scotty, I'd have been saying all kind of crazy stuff. But I get it. So those are my thoughts. I feel like Natalie, Natalie took her anger out on Scotty, but she didn't really want to see it with Chrisean. And it was clear because she could have got to Chrisean if she wanted to. Or she could have made a stronger effort. She didn't want to. From what we could see on that episode. So those are my thoughts on that. Y'all let me know what you think. But yeah, child. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you happy for Blac Chyna removing the Baphomet? And whose side are you on? Do you think Chrisean was right for slapping Natalie, or do you think that Natalie was right for attacking Scotty without attacking Chrisean? What do you think should have happened in that situation? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I want you guys to keep that same energy, and I'll see you soon, okay? Peace out. Is this my...
It's time. Thanks for listening. Keep that same energy, and we'll see you soon.
Get in here, everybody, get in here.